Hey everyone, Andrew here from FC Scoot Riders. In this video I'm going to be going through the P settings for the 2024 Dragon Predator. Now this is just P settings alone. In a future video I'll be doing a full review on the scooter which will go a lot more in depth into everything else on the scooter. So sit back, watch the settings and have fun setting your scooter up. So everyone, let's get on those P settings, and you'll be learning them as I am learning them. Pretty much like the first Predator I reviewed over a year ago. It was straight out the back of the car. I'm learning as I go. I do have the manual, yes. So if you don't have the manual, where you got the first batch, just contact Bike Scooter City. They'll sort you all out and set you up with the current model. So the one I'm using is the current model. It does have the NFC and obviously the manual. So let's get into that one, and I will put photos up of the manual in this video. We'll chuck them up as we're talking now. So there you go, you can see those. So if you haven't got your manual, just copy those, pause the screen, and you'll have yourself your manual. So this is the 2024 Predator, not the 2023. I've already done videos on that and links will be in the description. Right, so just before we go into the P settings, I'll just talk about the gear selection. So that's quite simple. Now manual does say plus to go up, which it's doing, and does say minus to go down, but I will be talking about why that isn't working, but the M button pushes it back down. So not sure what's going on there, but we will get that one sorted out and I will add that into the comments as to what the reason was. Alright, let's get into those P settings. So hold your plus and your mode button down, and you'll get into the code. Now you will need to enter a code to go through the settings. So the first code to enter the settings to go into them is 0201. So just like we did before, we hit the plus button and then double tap to get to the next entry. So that's number 2, 0. Oh, sorry, didn't hit the button twice. Let's go back to 0, double tap the power button, and 1, and we're in. So your first setting, that is wheel diameter, so that should be 10. So let's just make that 10. So go up with the plus button, down with the M button, just like the gearing. And go to the next code. It is your power button. So that is your system voltage. Don't change this one because this is a 60 volt system, so it needs to be set on 60 so the battery reads the right voltage. So this is number 2. This is the pole pairs of the motors. So please do not change this one. Changing this one can do damage to the motors and will void your warranty. So let's move on to P setting 3. This is the shutdown time of the scooter. So you can change this to whatever you like. I've got this set at 5 minutes. That's the default. I don't worry about changing it. If you want to leave your scooter on longer on rides so you don't lose all your trip meters and stuff like that, you can set that up, but having it on longer obviously use a bit more battery. Number 4 is your speed reading. So at the moment it's defaulted to kilometers. If you do happen to have one of these and you want to run it in miles per hour where you are in America, just pop that one onto 1, but 00 is kilometers. P5 is for your kickstart or non-kickstart. So all scooters are set up with a kickstart option where the throttle will not engage unless the motors are actually rotating. So you need to kick the scooter off and then pull the throttle. I have them set to just pull the throttle and go. You can have them set up to whichever way you want. If you don't want to have, say, sitting here and you pull the throttle and the scooter goes off in front of you, have it set to kickstart. We are back out of the settings again. That will happen because the screen time's out with the settings, so it's a little bit frustrating with this code setup, but we'll get back in there. Let's move on to number 6. So this is cruise control. 00 is off, 01 is on. If you want to put it onto cruise control you can, but just remember you do need to hit your brake once your throttle's engaged for a few seconds to disengage. I personally don't ride with cruise control. I find it to be a little bit dangerous. Number 7 is the initial acceleration. So this is on 00 at the moment, which is the strongest acceleration. So this is going to give you the most grunt off the line. And for beginners, I'd probably put that onto 01 just so you don't get such a heavy engagement of the throttle. Or if you're getting a lot of wheel spin in the front and you like riding dual motor, just drop that back to 1 and it'll make it a little bit easier to ride. So P08, this is your speed restriction. So from factory they are limited 25 kilometers for legal reasons. Now changing this setting and making it unrestricted can make it illegal in some states, so check your local laws or use it for off-road use only, but it is not to be set above 25 for on-road use. It is a code again, so the code is 0, double tap the power button, 1, double tap again, 0, double tap again, and 5. So that can be changed to whatever speed you wish to go through. So if you want to go right up to as fast as you can go, it will go up to 100. Now, as you saw, I'm going to drop that back to 25 now. And when I go off-road, I'll pop that up and make it go a bit quicker. So P number 9, this is the electronic brake settings. So e-scooters have electronic braking. So if you just pull your brake lever lightly, you'll have electronic braking engaging, and then you pull it harder, it'll be mechanical braking. So you can set this to be stronger or weaker. At the moment, this is the strongest. After I ride this, I may take it back to 1. Sometimes I find they're just a little bit harsh, but I'll leave it at 2 for now. 10 is not used, 11 is not used, 12 is not used. P13 is password change, so if you want to change your password on that one, you can. I'm just cycling through so it doesn't time out while I talk. So, but to get to the next ones, P14, 15 and 16, you need to hit the power button 7 times when you're in 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that gets you into P14. So 14 is clear your odometer. So this, I don't know why you'd want to do this, but if you did want to clear your odometer reading, your overall odometer, you can change it in this. Please refer to the manual for that one. I'm not going to change any of the next settings because I don't want to stuff around with the factory settings on these. 15 is restore factory settings. So I'd only change 15 if you are advised by Bike Scooter City or an authorised service agent, because this will restore everything to factory settings. So please don't change this one unless you really have to. The details are in the manual on that one. I'm not even going to think about trying this one at the moment. And P16 is where you can add a new NFC card. So in the future I will be trying this one. But basically you can code your NFC cards in this setting. So if you happen to get one of the earlier models which didn't have the code, the NFCs, and you did have NFCs and they weren't working, this is where you'd go to install the new NFCs. So that's in the manual as well. Just refer to those photos I put up earlier. So that's it, everyone. That is the settings for the Dragon Predator. Now, as you might have saw, they are a little bit tricky because those settings do time out, like you just see here. So you only have 8 seconds with no pressing of any buttons before it jumps back out to the main screen. So you just have to fumble back through. It's a little bit fiddly. It's probably one of the trickier ones that I've done. Yeah, so drop a like and subscribe, everybody. Lots of new stuff coming through. There is 2 new scooters coming actually that nobody's ever seen before. So I've got a couple of exclusives coming to the channel. That is what I'm about to get into next. So we'll see you later, and next time you see this one, it'll be on the road and we're doing some testing. See you around.